All right, we're going.
Yo, 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 GasCast alert. What's that sound? Knock at the door, GasCast? Is that you? Yeah. Week off, but we're back, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
GasCast, bitch, we're back. Week off.
Yeah,
We got double. We got 2 weeks worth of stuff to talk about, and we're not even going to talk
yeah,
about 2 weeks worth of stuff. We're really just going to stick to
yeah,
1 week. But
yeah. Because honestly, these last 2 weeks,
yeah,
bad last 2 weeks for sports. Let's keep it real.
it's just people reaching for takes, dude, because they're trying to keep their ratings up, their clicks up, and shit. And it's like the fact is, all the news right now is rumors, dude, and rumors don't mean much to me. Not here on the GasCast.
Yeah, well, see, the rumors are always there. They always have like a few outlandish rumors every year that all the analysts buy into, and it's clearly not happening. Like KD to the Knicks, dude. Give me a break.
You
I mean,
mean
I'm sorry.
did you see that video of Kyrie and KD? They were talking in like the fucking tunnel at the All-Star game. Did you see that?
Yeah, and then everybody was like, are they gonna go to New York?
They were like,
Retard.
"Yo, read his lips." He said 3 max spots for AD, Kyrie, and KD to the Knicks.
Oh yeah, these
Yeah,
guys are the worst.
dude, it's like they haven't seen the track record of like people trying to sign with the Knicks, go in there and they just fuck up. Everything fucks up because it's the Knicks, and that's just what happens. They're not meant to
Yeah,
be.
the new
If
okay.
I
Well,
was looking for where to sign, I'm steering clear of the Knicks, dude.
yeah, and not to mention they have absolutely no depth. So you sign all these max guys, you have zero cap room, and you don't have rights to the players. Like if they were on your team, and then you sign max guys, you can go over the cap limit, but you can't go sign new guys.
Yeah, because people kind of ignore with the Warriors. They always have some random ass dudes putting in like 15 minutes a game that are like pretty
Yeah,
good. They're like
yeah, he's
last
the
year
yeah.
in the finals. Who was the guy? He was like from fuck. I can't even remember. Looney.
Oh
Is that
yeah,
it?
Kevon Looney. He's played a lot this year with Boogie. Started actually at center.
Yeah. He like came in the finals and he was playing pretty. He was as good as like any of the role players in the Cavs or whatever. But
How
like,
about JaVale? JaVale was balling out in the finals.
yeah, exactly. Just shit like that. But how that relates to the Knicks is you can't just have three all stars and expect to be good. You actually do have to have some budget role players that outplay their contracts, whether that's rookies or old guys. Like
Yeah, but I just don't know if they have those guys on the team. Like,
they
I don't
don't
even know if
exactly.
there's
They
anybody
don't,
that
and I don't
can
know if
even
they're
play
even
it.
capable of getting those guys on the team because they're always handing out shitty contracts.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
as it stands right now, the best player on the Knicks, like on the bench, would be Alonzo Trier, and that'd be their best bench player.
yeah.
I
Most
mean,
people heard
that's
that and said, "Who the fuck is Alonzo Trier?" So
I'm pretty sure it's Alonzo. I could be wrong on that, but I know it's Trier, and he's from
yeah,
I want to say Nova, but I could be wrong once again.
I feel he's from
Uh,
Kentucky. I'm gonna look it up.
yeah, let's
He
this.
could be a listener of the pod. He could be one of 30. He's from
I'm gonna be on.
Arizona. Oh, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from
yeah, this
Arizona.
guy. I always yeah. Anyway,
Shoot.
he's like okay. I mean, he's like the most average NBA player.
Yeah, we don't need to give him too much airtime. All right, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck you,
we kind
Alonzo
of
Trier.
got into some talk a little early. I guess shit. How do we want to start this, dude? CJ, how are you?
Well, we got a few options. We got All Star game. We got. Let's just go into All Star game. We're already talking NBA, so let's just go right into that. Good segue. Feels natural.
All right, I'm just gonna start by saying I live in Charlotte, and fuck the All Star game, dude.
Oh, I bet the traffic was ass, dude.
It wasn't so bad. Like the university is like 30 minutes from Uptown, so the
Oh, okay.
surrounding area of Uptown was like really crowded. But there were like 100,000 more people just in Charlotte in general than there should have been, and so that did like restaurants. If you want to go to a restaurant you like, if it's anywhere near Uptown, you're not going, dude. And I didn't, for some reason, I didn't leave town over the weekend, even though I usually do. So it was like, I don't know, man. It was there were like my friends were going to a lot of the pop-up stores around downtown. I don't know if you saw those where they have like shoe stands and stuff.
I'm
So
not.
I
Yeah, I'm not really a city slicker, as they say.
I don't think anybody says that though.
You know how it is.
But
The old
yeah,
slang.
but like Nike and like Nike had like pop-up stores around where like people getting like exclusive sneakers and shit, and now I have like friends who have those exclusive All-Star Weekend Travis Scott.
You know what's hilarious? That's like the biggest jug in like this generation. Like they could charge any price for them. Like they're like, "Oh my God, you've been chosen secret
Dude.
sneakers," and everybody's freaking out. And he's like, "That'll be $15,000."
Dude, my friend paid, I don't even know how much, I think, but he has those shoes that they lace up and unlace like through an app. I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh yeah, the new SBs. I think is that right?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they are. I think Nike stands for skateboarding, so I don't think it's that.
Yeah, oh, that's why I'm bugging. It was not the SB.
There's some sneaker heads on our.
Right now. I was bugging because I thought it would just slide under the table. So I was just giving it a little chuckle, and then you caught it. Dude. There's nothing I could do.
Yeah. Oh my God! You just wanted to sound good for it.
I was just thinking about Lou because I know Lou's gonna watch this and he's gonna hear me say Nike SBs,
Yeah,
and he's gonna be like, "No."
Yeah, I'm sure he knows exactly what they are, dude.
He's a sneakerhead, as I said. Once again,
dude. Yeah. But as far as the actual game, my rec ball team had a game on Sunday at 10 o'clock. So I don't usually watch the All-Star game, but I was playing during the second half, so I didn't even see all the highlights. I did see Steph Curry throw that fucking bounce lob to Giannis.
Oh yeah, that was nice. I watched a good majority of the game, but yeah.
I know LeBron's team came back. Kevin Durant kind of carried them.
Like always.
Kevin Durant carried LeBron, like always. This is expert analysis here.
We sound like total blazes.
That's exactly.
But no,
Twitter bio, dude.
Listen, yeah, I mean we are the GasCast.
Yes, you stay gas.
But listen, KD would carry any team he was on. Period. End of story.
Did you see what Harden said? I don't know what interview it was in, but he said he should be MVP because there's no other guy in the league that in his situation would do as good as he's doing. That's the biggest load of bull I've ever heard, dude. I feel like
I don't know that sounded pretty good, honestly.
You don't think there's any other player in the NBA who would be good in his situation? I don't know how many.
I don't know. I think
Paul has played this year.
I hate to be a homer, but I would say either KD or Kyrie is probably the only two.
I think Giannis would have a chance. I think PG
maybe Curry, but besides that,
as far as Curry. As far as
PG ain't Harden though. Harden's.
I mean, I'm just thinking about like the MVP debate this year. PG, it's really between Harden, Paul George, and Giannis, right? I think that's who. I know it's Paul George.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
I don't know who the third person is. I'm guessing it's Giannis.
Yeah, it's Giannis. It's Giannis. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, usually the MVP race really, like, my opinion will shape up, like, as the season starts ending is when I'm, like, firmly on one side.
Yeah, I'm going 100% Harden. No doubt. Harden's putting up, dude, this is how I see it. There's no other player in the league that, like, if they weren't playing, like, if they got injured, their team would, like, not win one game. They would be the Rockets would be the worst team in the league by far. if Harden was injured, think about it.
Like, how do you even imagine their shot volume if like he's always the one taking the shots? You know what I mean? Like, how do you even like imagine who else is going to shoot on the team if you never have to see it? I don't really. Did they just not have any shot creators like other than him?
I mean, it's just. I mean, their second. If Harden went down with injury, that means their best player would be Eric Gordon. I mean, that's kind of like a case closed. I mean, I love Eric Gordon, but I mean, they're going to get blown out by everybody. I mean, yeah. I mean, sorry. I mean, I think Eric Gordon's probably the best six man I've ever seen. But
ever seen,
ever seen, dude. This guy, Every time he plays the Celtics, he torches us.
I like him because like he's like a little fat dude. Like
Dude, I'm about to bug at this. I'm gonna look up Eric Gordon versus Celtics stats.
50 points a game.
Dude, this guy kills us, dude. I don't know what he averages.
You said you watched the All-Star game. What'd you think of it? The gameplay.
I thought it. I mean,
threes. I saw that.
It was boring as fuck. If you
yeah, be honest.
I mean,
dude,
if you're asking me, I mean,
yeah,
damn.
I am asking you. We're the ones on the show, dude. We're the ones talking here. It's me and you.
yeah, that shit. It was boring as balls. It was just come down, dunk, come down. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they shot 80 3-pointers. I mean, it was bad. I mean, it was come up three. There was probably a 5 or 6 minute stretch there. Probably 2 or 3 5-minute stretches where they were literally just coming down, shooting a 3 brick.
See,
coming down, pulling up for 5 minutes.
Yesterday, that's how our rec ball game was.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of a story I was going to tell real quick for the GasCast, and also you, Ricky. This is about me and rec ball. I was trying to join a local rec ball league a few months ago. I was like, hey, I'm going to use my basketball IQ to maybe translate this on the court. Plus Ricky would know about my jump shot. We'll just say
that. Yeah, dude. Streaky shooter, but when he's hot, dude, it's over.
yeah, but
you were like I was just on a cold streak for like half the season.
Yeah, but I've now developed the clutch gene. So imagine 8th grade CJ with the clutch gene.
Is that clutch like in pickup games or like actually?
Like anything. Like you can put me anywhere. I'm draining at least 2. I mean, any setting.
All right, but what's the story?
So I hit up this dude. He's like, hit me up one last spot on the rec ball league or whatever. I'm like, fuck it, I'll go do. I had nothing going on. I'm like, fuck it, let's give this a shot. And I hit him up, and he's asking me all these questions, dude. And then I told him my height and everything, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't played basketball since 8th grade, but my basketball IQ was crazy. I was thinking it was just a rec ball league. He left me on red, dude. I was pissed.
You told him your measurables, and he left you on red.
Yes, he left me on red.
Wait, how tall?
I said,
are you?
all right,
like 6.
I'm like 6, probably 6'3", 6'4".
Dude, and wow, who looks at a guy who's 6'4"?
Dude, he left me on. Dude, it's a fucking rec ball league, dude.
I'm just trying to think. Like, you'd think even the biggest asshole would be like 6'4", join the team, or 6'3". Cool.
Yeah, and that's the last spot. It's not like, oh shit, here's the all. We got to find an all-star here. I mean, This is the last spot in the whole fucking league. I mean, I'm the 15th man here.
Maybe dude. Have you seen how the Clemson football players have like an IM Leagues team, like a rec ball team, and they played against like other dudes who go to Clemson? It's funny as hell. Trevor Lawrence.
I haven't seen that. No, he did not.
Yeah, he did, dude. Some asshole like blindside set a screen on him, not even through the basket, like in full court, like just they.
Oh yeah, that's legal though.
It is legal, but no one does it. Just like setting a pick 100 yards away from the basket, and 100 yards. That was the dumbest thing I think I've ever said.
It's one of those things you keep moving, and no one's gonna actually realize it.
See, when I realize it, I'm like, geez, how could I have just said that, dude? But
yeah, usually I realize and just keep moving.
Yeah, that's fair. If it's like kind of stupid, I'm like, okay, maybe people won't notice. But if it's really stupid, I'm like, oh geez, let me clear the air here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trevor Lawrence like ran into the screen and then started pushing the dude. He pushed him like 3 times. Dude went flying. It was funny as hell. I don't know. That just kind of reminded me of that. Well, shit.
That does kind of give me a little side story here. We could delve into.
I mean,
not story, but just a little small, tiny topic. How good do you think Trevor Lawrence is going to be?
I mean, this coming from like a limited sample size. This is kind of like there are NFL analysts that have already said, okay, he's going number 1 when he comes into the draft in 2021, and he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, people have already said, like, this kid is, which honestly, if you look at his arm talent, the talent he's had since he was like 15, I mean, he broke every record in the state of Georgia, and he
Yeah,
can make
there's something
literally
different.
any throw. He makes more throws than like I'd say probably 12 NFL starting quarterbacks, maybe more. He has a better arm than them.
Oh
and
yeah,
the kid is 18. Like so, like yeah, I think it all depends on who drafts him. People don't put a lot of stock into that, but there aren't a lot of there's no way to know who a player is that they'll be good enough to change the situation. Like if they go into a bad situation, they can still make it a good one. I think Lawrence would be one of those guys, but at the same time, if he has a bad first 2 seasons because he plays for a horrible team, then people are going to say, "Oh, well, people were wrong about how good he was," when really they may not have been. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like if
yeah.
the Patriots draft him somehow versus if the fucking Bengals or some shit draft him. Like he's gonna be better if he plays for a better coach and a better situation.
Yeah, like for example, as a great coach example, Marvin Lewis, like you mentioned with the Bengals, as you made that comparison because obviously Marvin Lewis is one of the better coaches in the league.
Yeah, the Pats, they have a terrible coach. Obviously,
Yeah,
the Bengals
it was obviously
yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Marvin Lewis. I mean,
Just to
so
clear
many
that up,
so many
he got
playoff
fired.
games. Oh, thank God, dude.
Yeah, he got fired after the season.
Dude, I hate that guy.
It took this fucking long for
Yeah, I mean, they've been ass for years.
Well, he would get to the playoffs and lose every time, dude. Lose in the first game. But he had some bad stuff happen. Like Andy Dalton broke his thumb and they were playing fucking
Oh yeah, the Red Rocket, dude.
I forgot who started in place of him, but it was someone horrible. Maybe no, it wasn't. It wasn't McCarron, I don't think. No, it was AJ McCarron and he played pretty well. But anyways, we digress.
Yeah. I honestly,
Trevor Lawrence.
for Trevor Lawrence, I'm thinking we're seeing a Dan Marino right here. In like not in the in the great way, but like not really. I think he's going to be one of those guys that goes to an ass team, like you were saying, and he's just going to be like the amazing quarterback on an ass team, like a Marino.
Which is very like it's like I said, there are guys who can still play well regardless of their situation, but there's few guys who can actually win, like overcome the entire team being bad and win and getting picked.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're getting picked number 1 overall, odds are it's by a bad team because Trevor Lawrence is probably going to be one of those guys that you'd have to be out of your mind to trade out of that pick if you could get Trevor Lawrence. It would have to be something like a team's quarterback gets injured in week 1 and they go 3-13 and get the first pick, but he's coming back healthy next year. So then they trade out of the pick because they have
or some team, or I had to just interject, or some team offers them a 3rd rounder and Carson Palmer.
Carson Palmer.
Yeah, I mean,
Carson Palmer.
Retire Carson Palmer because he's coming back this year. I'm calling it. He's going to be comeback player of the year.
We're just all over the Bengals podcast, dude, talking about Carson Palmer and Marvin.
Dude, I was just thinking about for some reason I was thinking about the Raiders, and then I thought about Carson Palmer when he played for the Raiders for a little bit. I was like, Carson Palmer, the man. All right, well, fuck this. Next topic. Let's move.
Antonio Brown. Did you see his tweet this morning? Or one of his tweets? He said he wants to be called Mr. Big Chest. So don't call him AB. His name is Mr. Big Chest.
What is it? Is he ripped or some shit?
I'm not sure what it means or if there's an inside joke behind it that I'm missing or like might be a wrestling thing. That's also what I heard, but I
don't know. All right.
You would know if it was a wrestling thing, so I don't know.
It doesn't sound wrestling. Doesn't sound wrestling to me.
But yeah, he just said, I'm not AB anymore. I'm moving on. My name is Mr. Big Chest. So, okay. And I don't know if you've seen his blonde mustache too. So.
Whoa! Let me look this up. This is big time.
You need to look this up, dude. This is like, I really think he's lost his mind, but he's also still a hell of a football player. So I don't care if he's lost his mind. Apparently, he's been a diva like since
oh my god.
Yeah, he looks fucking ridiculous.
Blonde
He looks
mustache.
ridiculous, dude. Like, I would tell him straight up, it's like, dude, we want to trade for you, but if you don't shave the mustache, we're not going to trade for you. And he's so crazy that he'd probably like decide like, okay, then I don't want to go to your team. He probably loves the mustache more. I don't know.
Dude, this is an absolute travesty.
Dude, now
Say the
he's on
least.
his Lev Bell shit. He said he isn't going to play for a team unless the money's guaranteed in his contract. Because, I
Dude,
mean,
this guy's a fucking asshole, dude.
the
I'm
NFL
tired
has
of it.
changed, dude, with all this like diva stuff. Like, I mean, I'm usually like on the side of the players in every situation, but like they're being excessive nowadays.
Yeah. Do you know what started it though?
He makes like
That-
15 mil.
Honestly, we'll look back that 2010 Miami Heat, or I guess 2011 Miami Heat move where LeBron and obviously Chris Bosh went to the Heat.
Yeah,
I think that's what sparked all this.
it's like
Because I remember at the time people were like, "What?"
yeah, but people took pay cuts, did they not? Like
I don't know.
Bosh didn't get paid as much as he would have somewhere else, and Wade, I think.
Yeah, but still, just
think
chasing rings.
They extended LeBron and chasing rings. I don't know if this has much to do with chasing rings. I don't know.
No. I'm just saying, like the whole player, like individuality, like it was looked down upon that you would go to like.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
So then, because I mean, before that, I mean, it was like you didn't really know the players that well, and like they kept everything low key and behind the scenes.
I mean, not to use like they're different leagues thing like excuse, but I think where this is derived from in the NFL is seeing players not get paid, not get secured money, and then get hurt. Like Earl Thomas, that happened this year. I can't think of any more examples because I'm a little toasted right now. But like players, I think players, like I said, are just they're more afraid of not having that security than they used to be, because nowadays it seems like it's less about the game and more about the money for a lot of guys, more so than it used to be.
Yeah, I that was a good point with the Earl Thomas thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because that's the main reason for these disputes. As far as the NFL goes, the players don't really have much freedom as far as like there's a million ways they can be blocked from signing with a certain team or like not leaving a certain team. If a team wants them to stay on the team, they have like every way of doing so. You know what I mean? If they wanted AB on the team, they could do something to keep him. It's just he wouldn't want to be there. So
Yeah,
at that point you don't want him.
Yeah, well, all I know is that this is great for fantasy football, regardless, because I know he's getting traded, so it doesn't matter where he's going.
Well,
So
it could be good and it could be bad.
that's true, but I was thinking of it just for me, like my options going forward. You get Antonio Brown wherever he goes, they're going to want to give him the ball hella. And then with the Steelers, Juju Smith automatically propels to like top 3 receiver, fantasy wise.
You have to like a lot of things change. You have I think if the Steelers go out and draft another great wide receiver, or James Washington turns out to be really good, the guy out of OSU they drafted last year.
Yeah.
Because they really need that guy on the other side. Juju is going to be seeing the number 1 corners now and the double coverage if no one on the other side can prove they need to be, accounted for as well. Like part of the reason Juju had 1,300 yards last year is because Antonio Brown was on the other side. So you can't just assume he's going to do better. I think he will because I think he's a very talented player, talented enough to be a number 1 overall guy. But
yeah,
you got to wait and see what happens. AB could go somewhere else, and not have the chemistry like he has with Ben. Not get the amount of targets, or maybe the offense as a whole is just worse, which limits his production. Because I mean, AB's a 1,500-yard, double-digit touchdown guy. To assume he can go somewhere else and continue to do that is like, I don't know. He's getting older, so I think 1,200, 1,300 yards is definitely still attainable for him, but as far as averaging 1,500 a season, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying from on the Juju point, dude. Juju is crazy, crazy. He might be. I mean, me personally, I've seen probably 2 or 3 Steelers games last year. Juju was probably when I watched. I would say he was a top 5 receiver in the league, just playing wise.
Yeah, and that's honestly like some people might hear that and laugh, but like that's not even a ridiculous take. Like there are people who think that, and I don't know. I think if you really believe in a player like that, and just watching the tape, you can see the kid's super talented. He's just limited opportunity right now, and to believe he's going to improve to like that conversation is definitely not ridiculous. I think whoever the Steelers' #1 receiver is always going to be in that conversation because since they have so many receivers on their team, they're so good at drafting receivers, and they have Big Ben. You already know that whoever their #1 is really good. Like.
Yeah, that's true.
Has been Hines Ward, and you have what's it called? Mike Wallace was there. Manuel
Santonio Holmes
was there. Santonio Holmes was there. Now you have AB was there, who's the best of that whole bunch, probably.
Sammy
and
Coates.
Then, yeah, Martavis Bryant. now you got Juju stepping in, and in a long line of oh wow. Sorry, I just saw something that kind of surprised me. But shoot, I mean, I guess all there really is left to talk about with that is potential landing spots for Antonio Brown. I don't know if you just want to go on Google and like see what the overall.
Oh no, I was just gonna think of cool ones and just kind of throw them out there.
Well, as far as like the ones that are being seen as the most realistic, the Niners are the top option. Then potentially the Colts, but the Packers I think are seen as the #2 team there. And I don't know. And they already said they won't trade in division, and they probably won't trade in conference, like in the AFC. So that kind of narrows it down to think that it's going to be the Niners because they need a receiver bad, like very bad. I wouldn't be surprised to see like the Niners maybe trade out of their #2 overall pick. Maybe they trade out and pick up more capital to maybe draft more linemen because this is a loaded lineman class, like in the 3rd and 4th round. If they could pick up like a future first, move to where the Steelers are picking in the 1st, and also pick up a 3rd and a 4th or something this year, I think that would definitely be worth it because you're not losing your 1st round pick. You're just moving back and picking up capital when whoever they draft at #2 probably won't feel as big of a need as they have at receiver right now.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, dude. I was thinking, honestly, I don't want to see him go to a team that's ass because I feel like he's the type of receiver that needs to be like in a winning culture to succeed.
Well, he gets really pissed off. Like this year when the Steelers were they didn't make the playoffs this year, and
I just
pissed the whole year.
And it seems like it's been like this for a few years now. Every time they're down, oh fuck, give me the ball, we're ass. If he went to the Niners, it would be a disaster because they're what best 8-8. I mean, 9-6.
People are saying if they have AB, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jerick McKinnon, George Kittle is a top 3, top 4 tight end in the NFL.
Hey, what about the defense? So
the defense is that's where you could argue. Okay, maybe they pick a franchise-changing guy like Nick Bosa at #2, and what's it called? Improve the defense and try and draft a receiver, or sign a #1 receiver. But I think if they do that, they're waiting another year, honestly, to find a receiver because this free agent class isn't good. Dante Pettis might be good, but are you really going to go into an NFL season with Dante Pettis as your #1 receiver? Like, no. You're not going to do that. So yeah, I mean, their defense is all right. They have some corners who overperformed last year, and they have Adrian Colbert at safety. I like him. He went to Miami. And they have Fred Warner at linebacker. He was a pretty good rookie last year. But yeah, their defense is pretty ass. Other than like,
I have a pretty cool team. I think you're gonna like with Antonio Brown. I think it'd be a great pickup.
Miami Dolphins.
Seattle.
Yeah, that I don't know. That's not been really discussed as a landing spot. That would
Think
be
about how cool.
that would
Think
actually
of
be
how
kind of
that'd be
dope.
perfect.
That would be kind of dope.
Yeah, and then you got some of your running backs getting some more experience after this year, and then you got them coming back all healthy and stuff.
I'd like that
And then
because you'd see the Seahawks play the Rams twice a year.
Yeah, and you got Doug Baldwin and Tyler Lockett in there as well.
Yeah, I don't know
That
how
would be deadly.
their like draft picks situation looks or their cap situation. They do pay Wilson, but I mean they were being stingy with Earl Thomas. I don't know. Maybe that's a sleeper team in the sweepstakes.
Yeah, that might be something I go bet on because I feel like that's one of those things you hit, you make big bucks. That's all I gotta say. Because I have not heard anything about Seattle, and if that hits, then I'm crazy.
Okay, so some Seahawks have no reason to pursue Seattle. That's a report. They smoke.
Yeah, they don't know
people
shit.
are rumoring the Cardinals. That's the team I was forgetting. The Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
dude. Low key. If they traded for AB and then got like Kyler Murray or some shit, they would be kind of good, dude.
That would be the biggest hype beast team. Think about it.
They would be good.
Get Kyler Murray, Antonio Brown, and Cliff Kingsbury. That's the damn meme team, dude.
Dude, now I'm thinking about it. And what if they traded for AB? Traded out of the first pick. Like they gave the Steelers the first pick, so they traded down with them. And the Steelers took Kyler Murray.
Yeah. They could put Rosen in the slot, dude.
I'm just sitting here like I know the Dolphins aren't gonna get Kyler Murray, but I'm gonna be so sad when they don't, dude. Fuck.
I kind of want the Redskins to grab him, honestly.
He's not gonna fall that far. I think someone's gonna trade to the top 5 to get him, and I don't think it's gonna be the Dolphins.
Oh, it'll definitely be top 5. This happens every year, dude. Every time there's that quarterback, I wonder what's gonna happen. He might drop out of the first round. He always ends up going like top 10 at least.
I'm hoping Kyler doesn't throw at the combine. I was hoping he wouldn't go to the combine so that he'd slip like hella in the draft. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, can we talk about how he's weird as balls?
He is a weird dude. But that's
that was a weird interview, dude.
Oh, with Dan Patrick?
Yeah, that was just weird.
It was awkward, dude. He's not really like that. He's just like he's a kid and he was uncomfortable because he knows he's not supposed to answer the questions that he was asking him.
Yeah, so but dude, that is so that shows me he just is not mature enough to say, dude, I just can't answer the question. That's not hard to do.
It's not. I think he was like thought the dude was an asshole probably because he was like pressing him about it. I don't know. I don't expect it. I know I'm a pretty mature guy. I wouldn't be comfortable in that situation just because I'm in front of a camera like on national TV. I would be.
Yeah, but who just sits there? Say something.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't say a word.
Yeah, I can't blame you for feeling that way, but also like I kind of understand.
It kind of worries me because I want to see this crazy superstar, and he's just I don't know if he has the intangibles. We might be looking at LeBron here.
Dude, he definitely does. Dude, if we're looking at LeBron, I'm hyped. Dude, I'll draft the second best player.
No,
ever.
intangible wise.
Just from the intangibles, not from how good he is. Just
yeah, he's dude. LeBron's intangibles are in between Mehmet Okur and Richard Jefferson, dude. I mean, this is. I mean, you're talking mediocre to average.
I don't know. Kyler's a dog. I think he's a competitive dude.
Who? Richard Jefferson? Or
Kyler.
I heard Kyle. Sorry, I just heard Kyle. Like it just kind of came through.
Dude, how do you don't get drafted in the first round in the NFL and MLB and not be like a superstar?
I don't know because that was they honestly did draft way too high for him in baseball, but they were just betting on how good of an athlete he was. That was it. It was just like, but baseball drafting's way different. Like
yeah, but I mean, still going top 10 means you're pretty good.
Oh hell yeah, definitely. But Duke and let's talk. How about Duke and UNC?
Yep, I hate both teams. So I guess I think this year I'll root for UNC just because God that hurts. just because Duke is like the evil empire. I guess they're the favorites. Did you see the cheapest ticket for the game is like $2,900?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I wonder how I guess the students get in normal. It's probably a dumb question, but I honestly don't know how that
They
works.
have a ticket lottery, and you're guaranteed to win one UNC Duke ticket in your 4 years at Chapel Hill, like if you're as a student.
Oh, okay. That's
So
wait. How
there's
do
a
they
ticket
do
lottery for
that?
every game, but they just guarantee you get a Duke ticket. Some people like don't win a ticket at all until like their third year, which would be so AIDS.
Yeah, but dude, I don't understand how that works because
I don't
even
really
then,
know either, but I know
if
they
they're
do.
still rotating, if they're rotating how big is their student section, dude?
It's got to be
Damn.
it's got to be pretty big.
Yeah, because if everybody gets a shot, that's a fourth of the student body is going to the UNC game, dude.
I mean,
Fuck.
everybody in 4 years, and I think there's probably a ticket lottery for when they play at Duke as well. Like they probably a student section.
Yeah,
They're so close
yeah,
together.
that's
So
true.
it might be playing twice a year in 4 years. You get 8 chances. That's pretty easy to like make sure everybody gets one from one class at least. But shit, I don't know how we started talking about that. I guess I think the game's at UNC. I'm guessing.
Let me check. I actually have no idea.
Oh no, it's at Duke.
At Duke.
Yeah, so yeah, because then they lottery out tickets to UNC students on the road. Then
Yeah,
yeah, they're at Duke.
but
Duke is #1 currently.
did they get up to number one? Let me check the top 25 actually. Yeah, everything's shaken up.
How did that happen? I thought they lost last week. Oh no, they came back and beat Louisville. I forgot. Ugh.
32 minutes ago, we're about to see the updated. I cannot believe Tennessee got fucked like that.
Yeah, by Kentucky, who's ass, dude.
And dude, they just scored only 58 on Vanderbilt. Could we be seeing the biggest collapse in NCAA history? I mean, I haven't seen something like. I mean, damn, dude. They only scored 58 on Vandy. I know Vandy's like not the worst, but
they lost to like Reese. No, they lost a while ago. I'm looking at it now.
dude, they got dominated by Kentucky. I watched that whole game.
Yeah, I need
Kentucky's,
to
dude, I'm gonna tell
start
you.
watching college basketball. Tennessee is weird because they lost to Kansas and they lost to Kentucky, and that the other good team they played was Gonzaga, and they beat them by 3. But it's like other than they've lost to the 2 of the 3 best teams they've played.
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of a tough one to judge in the tourney, honestly. Because the thing is once they catch fire though, and they're playing like hitting on all cylinders, dude, they could beat Duke.
I mean, they have Admiral Schofield, so
Dude,
that's the best
dude,
name in college
my
basketball.
pick for player of the year is Grant Williams, but he damn choked against. I don't know what he scored against Kentucky. All I saw was I didn't see him on the court. That's all I know. He was invisible. Oh, I didn't even realize Virginia and Virginia Tech was tonight. Virginia won by 6.
It was last night.
Oh, last night. Okay.
Yeah, Virginia.
Yeah, but dude, I didn't even say my prediction. I'm taking Duke in this one. It's at home. UNC's been playing well. I think this is just a battle of homes. Actually, I would have taken Duke at both. They're just a better team, honestly.
Yeah, UNC played bad enough to lose to Miami the other day at UNC. They didn't lose, but they played bad enough to lose for sure. And
I'll watch
Miami
that game
sucks.
actually.
So
yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that Miami had Zach Johnson now.
Yeah, he transferred.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, he
pretty
that's
good.
where Dooley was.
Yeah. If DeJuan didn't get suspended and fucking Dangak didn't go after the season, then Miami I think would be like pretty good. Because DeJuan Hernandez would have been our best player, but he got suspended for the season.
Damn. I feel like is Miami like the classic big school that like always thinks that there's a reason why they're not at the top?
I guess you could say that, but like the NCAA not liking Miami is like a known thing. Like there's a long track record behind it. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
goes back to Evan Shapiro. Like it's definitely not just in people's heads. Like for example, they ruled Justin Fields eligible. They gave him the waiver to play immediately the other day, and then literally, like it was like 3 weeks ago. Then like literally the day after they got him eligible, the NCAA posted on Twitter that they're reviewing the transfer portal rules and like possibly revising them. Like they're assessing, but keep in mind the two quarterbacks waiting for a waiver are Justin Fields and Tate Martell. Tate Martell transferred to Miami, so it's like, okay, let's get Justin Fields eligible. Then before we decide on Tate Martell, let's look over the rules real quick and make sure like he qualifies. Once they said they were doing that, I'm now almost positive Tate Martell's not playing this upcoming season. I don't think they're going to give him the waiver. And if he doesn't do that, I think it's pretty fucking obvious that the NCAA, yeah, they stay fucking with Miami, dude. But the thing is, we're not. If they didn't suspend Juan Hernandez, it's not like we'd be the best or even the top 3 teams in the ACC. But we definitely wouldn't be, like have 1 or 2 wins in the ACC because right now they just have no depth. They're good enough to compete with any team except Duke for the first half, and they do. But once you get to the second half, you're down your 2 top centers, or 2 of your 3 top centers, and so you don't have any big men left. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you, dude. That's that actually reminds me, Sean.
Win, dude.
Oh yeah, let's talk Shane Larkin real quick. Just reminisce real quick, because Shane Larkin, I remember watching him in college. That was fun to watch,
dude. I wish I was like a huge sports fan like I am now in 2012 when that was going on. Because I mean, I loved the team at the time and shit, but like, and I loved playing basketball. It was when I was in like 7th grade, I think. But like right now, that would be so much better because I could talk shit to people. I didn't talk enough shit at the time because I didn't think Miami would that's the last time they were like that caliber of team.
Yeah.
They lost in the 16, I remember, but dude, they beat when they beat UNC in the ACC championship, like in the tournament. Whew, man, I remember watching that game.
Yeah, you had to love that, dude.
Well, I mean, last year when Jaquan Newton got a game winner against UNC, I don't know if you remember that, like the full court shot. That was hilarious, dude.
I think I remember that, but
yeah, it was at UNC. I was texting Hayes. I was like, "Hey, dude."
Oh yeah, I doubt Hayes was watching. He was.
Nah, he was because we were texting throughout the game, dude.
Oh, okay.
He probably was packing a few.
Yeah, mate, get a line ready. Yes. But Ricky, I'm still going all the ECU basketball games.
Dude, it's got to be pretty lonely in there. You were fired up on Twitter the other day talking about the attendance.
Oh my god, dude, listen to this, dude. We had like half the arena filled up. Like we're like one of the better attendances in the conference. Besides, obviously Wichita State, dude, they've got a crazy thing going. I mean, every game, even if they're like 500, their shit is filled.
I mean, what the fuck else is there to do?
Yeah, that's true. It is Wichita.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been going, dude. I've been saying, I've been DMing Sean Williams, letting him know you need to tell the coaches you need to get some ISO opportunities immediately, or I'm gonna get fucking pissed.
Has he ever replied to you?
He has. He says he's working on it, and lo and behold, the guy, because I said, mark my words, this guy Sean Williams. Everybody's like Jaden Gardner. I'm like, make no mistake about it. Sean Williams is the best player on this team. I don't want to hear anything otherwise.
And he knows you feel that way.
Oh, I've told him on multiple occasions.
Right. So he must like you then.
Yeah, not to mention he's an unbelievable rapper.
Oh, this is that guy.
This is that guy, dude. You know how he goes rapping too.
He's pretty good, dude. He is. Is it the Piper?
It's Lil. Oh no, you're thinking of Sneak the Piper. No, this is Lil Rock.
I was thinking of Sneak the Piper.
He's from Little Rock, Arkansas. So that's how that came.
Oh, so his name is it Lil Rock? Is that his name?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
But dude,
I like
so
it
listen
too.
to this. Last game against Tulsa, Sean Williams, 7 3-pointers.
So he didn't get the opportunities to drive like
Yeah,
he
he was
did.
getting like 10 shots a game for like the first half of the season. Dude, now he's getting like 20, 25.
So you think he let Dooley know like what you said? He was like,
Hell, oh yeah, specifically me. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they have like a little plaque with my name on it in the corner
he
that
didn't say,
says,
"Coach, I want more touches." He said, "Coach, CJ said I need more coaches." Or touches.
yeah.
The guy who's
And
at
Joe
everything.
knows my dad, so son of Alan. That was what he said.
That makes sense. And he's like, "Oh shit, I know Alan's son. He's a really knowledgeable guy."
Yeah, so then he said, okay, since he said that, we're gonna immediately put this in to our game plan, and now our offense is on another level.
Another level. Like, has ECU been winning now? Now that happened.
I mean, not really. It's like no, but it just started. The Sean Williams outbreak just started, and then Jaden Gardner was having his freshman slump, so now he's coming out of that. So we're about to hit stride. Dude, we were down 17 halfway through the second half, and we brought it up, and we went into overtime and lost it on some bullshit.
Well, what do you think? What are you gonna say if now Sean Williams goes out and has a bad game? A couple bad.
Oh, he
games?
won't. He's clutches balls. He hit the clutch shot too.
Oh, so
Like last
did you
game.
teach him that? Did you teach him the clutch gene?
No, dude, you cannot teach the clutch gene. He's got the clutch gene. You were talking about a guy that will say, "Give me the ball and get out of the way." Whoa.
Well, you said you have that.
I do have that. I absolutely have that. I said I can't teach it. You can't. That's why when I see it, I mean,
it's just a coincidence that you two both happen to have that. Is that why he replied to your Twitter DM too?
yeah, it's like, so basically there's like a little Instagram emoji for the clutch gene that it traces your DNA, and if you have it, it goes on your Instagram page.
That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, so he saw that and he immediately followed me. So that's how that happened. Basically, we're the only two around here, though.
yeah. I mean, I know I don't have it. So.
Yeah, well, you're in Charlotte. That's why I said around here.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, shit, man. Are we done with that? I mean, we've been going for. We started at like 11 minutes, and we're at 47.
Yeah,
it's a 35-minute pod is a pretty good length. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, it's for something it's not great topics. I mean, that wasn't bad.
I mean, for the off season too, you know. I think people will be happy with that. I mean, I'm sure once we get like 20 minutes in, most people are like, all right, let's wrap it up. So.
That's true. Even though we could probably go all night on some of this shit.
Actually, it says we started recording at 8:50 p.m. and it's 9:38. So we've actually been going for about 50
minutes. Yeah. But Ricky, you know the outro.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to this episode of the GasCast. I don't know what episode it is. 6 or 7.
Episode 7, I think.
We'll figure it out.
Whatever.
Keep gassing.
Keep gassing.
Just keep doing it. Just
hashtag keep gassing on Twitter.
Gassing. Yeah. Blow us up on Twitter at TGAScast. All right.
Yeah. So T GasCast, everyone.
Yes. T GasCast.
Hey. By the way, everybody, keep gassing.
Yeah. You see, if you're gassing right now, just keep doing what you're doing. All right. But if you're not, start gassing and then keep gassing afterwards. All right. Take it easy.
All right. Keep gassing.